The Indiana Gazette is the local newspaper for Indiana, Pennsylvania, produced by Indiana Printing and Publishing. 30,000 people read the Indiana Gazette every day. This is president and publisher Michael Donnelly. His family has run the Indiana Gazette since it was founded in 1890.
My long-term goal when I first got out of college was not to come back to the newspaper. Never gave it much of a thought, quite honestly. When I was 27, I got a call from my mom, who was the publisher at the time, and said that if I wanted to get back involved in the family business, this was the time. I worked my way up, became general manager, co-publisher, and then publisher. We're not here to tell the reader what they should or shouldn't think. We really like to let them figure that out. Every day we come in with a blank slate and we create the newspaper. What we think might be the paper at 9 o'clock when we go to press at 10:45 might not be the paper at 10:45 when we actually do go to press.
The team gets together a little before 7 a.m. Michael Donnelly comes in around 7:30 and meets with the editor and staff. At 10:15, the pages are done and they're converted to PDFs. After the PDFs are completed, they head downstairs where the plates are made. The plates get on the press at 10:45. A fresh roll of paper is loaded into the machine and it's ready to print. After the quality has been checked, the papers go on their way to inserts and packaging. Inserts are printed advertisements that are inserted into the newspaper. Finally, the papers are loaded onto a cart and taken out to the drivers. The first driver is out the door by 11 a.m.
So in '86, my parents and I and my two sisters bought the company from other family members. We had to start making money from other revenue sources. So what we did is we got involved in both the web and sheet-fed form of commercial printing.
Web printing is a kind of printing where a continuous roll of paper is fed through the printing press, then cut and folded after. The newspaper is produced via web printing. Sheet-fed printing is like web printing, except individual sheets are fed through the printing press.
As the requirements and the sophistication of the printing became more critical, we needed to buy a commercial-grade web press.
Matt Jackson is the general manager of Gazette Printers, the commercial printing division of Indiana Printing and Publishing.
Indiana Gazette is a company that Indiana Printing and Publishing made a smart decision many, many years ago and got into the commercial printing side. What we print at the Gazette Printers is really anything from a newspaper all the way up to a high gloss, finished magazine, book, spiral bound product, pocket folders, invitations, brochures, trifolds, maps. We run 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So there's always something printing, folding, cutting, binding, one way or another. The print industry has really evolved into more the commercial printing side. The high gloss, high quality products that we print, those are the items where more people are looking, and they're still looking to print those. And that's really what we're geared toward, especially in my building out on Indian Springs Road. That's what we're built for. You know, we're not dealing with the newspaper, we're not dealing with the media. We may be under the Indiana Printing and Publishing umbrella, but we really are almost a separate entity as far as how we run the day-to-day activities.
Yeah, so in Gazette Printers, we've really opened up our geographical arena, I'd say in the last 2 to 3 years. We print products for the state of Maine,
North Carolina, Illinois.
We go down as far as South Carolina. We've got a product that we print for the University of Alabama.
A few orders to Oregon, state of Virginia.
And Wisconsin.
State of Tennessee.
And then all of the areas in between. So we've really diversified as far as our geographics are concerned. We also have an entrepreneurial spirit here. So we've bought other publications. We own a publication in Washington, Baltimore, that is called Recreation News. It's the official publication of the employees of the federal government. We print between 48 and 72 pages a month, 100,000 copies. They go into government buildings that no other products can go into. We have 2 publications up in State College that we work, that we purchased back in 2008, and then we started another one in 2012. We look for ways to grow our organization, not in a traditional way, but many times in more of a non-traditional way. And so the diversification has really helped us. So we have about 240 employees here now, and trying to add more with more prospects and more opportunities. there are more consumers of the news of Indiana Gazette than there ever has been in the history of our company. We have 30,000 people who read the newspaper every day, and we have 200,000 unique visitors to our website every month.
In order to adapt to the changing news market, the Indiana Gazette is opening a new website.
When it gets down to it, we have a newsroom full of about 19 full-time equivalents. It costs us over $1 million a year just to gather the news. That's an expense that has to be covered.
With the new website, you can view 5 stories per month for free, but after that, you'll need to pay for a monthly subscription. The Indiana Gazette is very involved with the community. They help organize and contribute to a variety of events and programs every year.
Well, I think it's very critical, being the newspaper for the community, that we also participate very heavily in the community. I think you cannot have a strong community without a strong newspaper, and we cannot have a strong newspaper without a strong community. We just feel that if we can do something for the community, then we need to do it. We need to help.
One program is known as Indiana's Cooking. It's a collaborative project that's partnered with ICAP, the Community Food Bank for Indiana, PA.
It's a great fundraiser for ICAP. We usually raise between $8,000 and $10,000 a year on that program for them. Great partners from IUP and the Culinary School.
They also help out with the Angel Tree program and It's a Wonderful Life Festival.
It's not just the Gazette, but it's also the wonderful people in our community who participate in these programs. Whoever needs some help, we're always there to try to help them out as best we possibly can. I just hope that people will take the time, A, to stay connected with their communities, and B, take a little time to relax, read the newspaper, and be educated about the things that go on locally.
So the next time you're in Indiana, pick up a copy of the Indiana Gazette.